My thoughts on the South American teams that made the World Cup and playoffs. Argentina ended up in first place, and going into this window, they had already secured their ticket to the World Cup. They're a great side that is already ticking, especially when they have the regular starting 11 Lionel Scaloni uses. However, when they mix in players or one certain player is missing, they don't look as cohesive. They'll have the friendlies to get that right. Ecuador started the qualifiers with -3 points and still had a hell of a campaign. There's much to be said about them defensively. They only let in 5 goals in the entire qualifiers. I don't think people realize how hard that is. If they can keep that up, they'll definitely cause some ruckus in the World Cup. Colombia had its ups and downs, but talent-wise, there shouldn't be a question. They've been looking for someone that can bang in the goals on a consistent basis, and that's the one thing that we can say they still lack. But Córdoba and Suarez, if they do what they did this window, they should be just fine to make another run. Uruguay has slowly been declining and are not as tough as they once were. They've always had an elite forward, and now with Núñez leading the line, there's much doubt. They can still go toe-to-toe with many, but that little part about goals will be decisive for them. Brazil are lucky that this is not the older system because they would have had to go to the playoffs, something I never imagined in my lifetime. I have many questions about the team and what Ancelotti is trying to create. In the friendlies before the tournament, we need to see if it's defined because right now, based on quality, they'll do something, but I don't think it's enough to win it. Bolivia stole it from Venezuela in the last match day by beating Brazil in Bolivia. Great for La Verde. Seriously. They know at home they have a fortress, but the one complaint I've always had about them is away from home, which leads me to the fact that without even looking at opposition in the playoffs, I don't see them making it in the World Cup.